We all enter this sacred space, away from home, away from our lives, and we enter a place that is timeless, away from a city, and away from the struggle of our day-to-day.
When I got there, I thought it was gonna be like kind of really, really spiritual, and it was, but it was like a getaway basically from everything else, like every problems you have, like all the bad vibes you like that follow you.
And going, you know, on the retreat is a way to kind of tap into the energy to that healing that needs to happen. And the first step is speaking about it. And once you're able to give it words and share with other people, for me, it's the part of being seen.
It's like you just let it all out and just you notice that you're not alone basically. Because when you let it out to everyone else, you notice that you're not the only one that's going through it, and that you notice that some people actually experience worse.
The hearts of these young people that are usually so guarded and held and walled up start to slowly and sometimes quickly just like break open. And only then can any healing happen. To enter the pain of a wound is to heal that wound.
Me like not expressing myself, not being seen, in a way it was kind of, you know, trapping myself in my own tornado. And so the storm was just getting bigger. And so for me to just be seen by other people, you know what I mean, that I consider extended family now, of course, because it's like they've welcomed me in a way that feels at home.
My friends used to always tell me that it gets better, like from what I was going through, and I used to not believe it, so they would force me into this retreat. And that whole retreat is basically proving it to you that it does get better.
And what Tony's giving is an opportunity, a framework, a structure for these young people to step through that fire of initiation. And it's all case by case. It's not just you do this and this, 1 + 1 = 2. It's like this takes practice, this takes real attention and real passion, care and love in every moment.
There was an amazement with how strong these girls could be. I mean, one of the nights we spent a lot of time writing down and sharing our stories. And it's really challenging to be open enough to be vulnerable and to admit that we were ever hurt. But then the next day, there was the opportunity to take control of the situation and acknowledge that these are the things that happened to me, but I can control the way I react to them and where I want my life to be.
I won't let people take my power, so I'm not gonna let people control how I feel about things. I took that down with me and just learned to face my problems and not just turn to other things and try to avoid them.
Every day I woke up, I felt happy, like, oh, yes, let's see what's the activities for today. And it's like, when I wake up at home, it's more of like, I gotta find a way to do this and do that, and I know it's gonna be a lot of problems at home, but more out in the world.
And this all culminates in this in a ritual at the end of the weekend. I'm not going to go into details about what the ritual is or how it's laid out. That is a sacred thing, but it's a personal journey that each mentor, each mentee gets to go on.
Like once the ritual was starting, like once it was like, you know, it came time, you know, like it all just hit me, you know, like it was really hard, and it came full on, you know. It wasn't like a little slow and steady, you know, like it was just full blast, you know, like out of nowhere, and I felt it, and it was strong, and I didn't know exactly what to do, but you know, a lot of guys helped me through it, you know, and it was great. You know?
To be able to sit in that richness for 4 days and really let it blossom and build community on a much deeper level. You know, the conversations that you have with the girls, you know, when you're exhausted, or the conversations when you go on a hike and you're looking at the sunrise.
Usually people say that to have a really good model, it will be like someone you've known for so long to look up to, but just that those three or 4 days made me feel like I've known them for the longest, because they share personal things and help you through it to show that you can get through the personal problems that I have.
And all I can say is by the end of this weekend, there's no distinction, there's no distance between your heart and mine, and the young person's heart and that young person's heart and my heart, and suddenly we are all loving each other and supporting each other and holding each other through our pain, through our joy, through our new lives.